8:36 on this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. The fight over a symbol with deep roots in LGBTQ history is taking center stage.
After the Pride flag was removed from the Stonewall National Monument, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer introduced legislation to permanently protect it, not just at Stonewall, but nationwide.
And for more on this legislation and the importance of the Pride flag, we are joined now by Andrew Moran, the president of the Rochester Rainbow Union. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me here.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming in. I want to start off with just your reaction to hearing about this executive action from President Trump initially with the flag removal.
It's another example of trying to hide the history of our most marginalized, our most vulnerable. It didn't just start with the Pride flag. You had the T being removed from the monuments and from the documentation there. You had transgender people being erased from the narrative. They moved on to the rest of the LGBTQ community. I'm reminded of something that the local historian, the late Evelyn Bailey, LGBTQ historian in Rochester, said, if a community doesn't have its history, it didn't exist. So what we're seeing is people trying to make us not exist. And that starts at the symbols, but the symbols are only the start of it.
I want to, if you don't mind, talk about the significance of Stonewall and the significance of the flag.
Sure. So Stonewall is seen as one of the starts of the modern LGBTQ movement, led by trans women of color. It was a protest and riot against police brutality at the Stonewall Inn, which was one of the places that was a gay bar at the time that people could go and be themselves. It was raided by police, and you had the Stonewall Riots after that, and that kind of launched the modern day, at least 1970s onward, LGBTQ rights movement. So Stonewall is really something that is part of our community's history.
And with the significance of the Pride flag, could you talk about that a little bit more as well?
So the Pride flag, which was originally its first version created by Gilbert Baker, has always been a symbol of our community. It's a rainbow. The original colors had much spiritual meanings, and different categories meant different things. But it's also evolved over time. We now have the Progress Pride flag that represents more people within our community, the trans community, people who are asexual. So it's really become a symbol for all of us. And to see that being taken down, it's a kind of an attack on us, and but not just to make us invisible, but to make us vulnerable. And to our community, I say they may be trying to take down our symbols, but we're still here. We're still going to fight. We're still existing. Our community is a strong one. It's not a new fight. Again, we've been fighting since 1970, and even before that, with movements like the Madstring Society, Daughters of Bilitis, groups like that. They had different types of LGBTQ movements, but the modern day movement has started strong and continues strong.
Let's talk about Senator Chuck Schumer and his legislation. What was your reaction to that?
I'm glad that there's that there's a movement for protection for the flag, but we need more than that. So again, the flag's a symbol. It's a very important thing, but we see so many attacks legislatively on our trans brothers and sisters and siblings within the community. Recently, Kansas overrode the governor's veto, which now will permit them to have bathroom bans, to potentially draw back legal documents, passports, driver's licenses, things like that. So we do need protection of our symbols, but we also need some concrete things to protect our community. Luckily, in New York State, we do have some recent legislation that's been put forward and approved and voted in and signed by the governor that protects our LGBTQ community. But at the national level, we need a push for symbols, yes, but also push for actual protection.
And for anyone here in the Rochester community, I know that they have a strong support system. Tell us a little bit about the Rainbow Union and how it supports anyone who may need it.
Sure. So the Rainbow Union is our LGBTQ library and community center. So we have the state's largest circulating collection of LGBTQ library materials, which is actually as important as ever with the amount of book bans happening nationwide, with people, again, trying to hide our history, hide our culture. We also provide free community meeting space. So we have groups from 12-step groups that meet there to the Rochester Queer Comics Club. We provide it for people to do workshops, to do trainings, to do movie screenings for. We organize a quarterly convening of the LGBTQ community organizations so we can collaborate, share information. We actually have one coming up next week, so we always welcome any organization that works with the LGBTQ community to join that. And soon we actually have the Empty Closet relaunching, which is the Rochester area's LGBTQ news publication that for a while was the longest continually published one until 2020. So we're kind of a resource center in terms of providing resources to the organizations, anyone that needs space, that needs support, that needs nonprofit support, that needs any type of support that we can provide.
Tell us a little bit more about that newspaper.
So the Empty Closet was published from 1970, I believe, started at the University of Rochester as part of the Gay Liberation Front over at Todd Union, which now has historic designation because of that. It was published continually until 2020, which meant it was actually published continually longer than the Washington Blade. We have some local artists who've come together. They got grant money from Genesee Valley Council of the Arts. They're finishing up the first issue. It's going to be kind of a hybrid between a zine format and a newspaper. It's probably going to be launching in the next month or two. We're tentatively planning March or April launch party, so stay tuned for that.
Absolutely. Do you know if it'll be more of a digital release or?
It'll be we'll have physical versions and then there'll be a digital version as well, but they are printing a whole stack of them, so take a look out for them.
Great.
Andrew, thank you so much for your time today. We certainly appreciate it. One last time for somebody who's interested in learning more, what's a good website or good social media for people to get in contact?
You can find us, Rochester Rainbow Union, for search us on social media, www.rochesterrainbowunion.com. Our open library hours are Wednesdays and Fridays, 6 to 8 p.m., and Sundays, 2 to 4 p.m.